And he's back.
I knew it.
Knew
Man
what?
is the most dangerous animal of all. I knew that. I heard that from somewhere. The most dangerous game. It's a movie about a cat who hunts people for sport. People. The most dangerous game.
Hello and welcome to the Most Dangerous Podcast, a show about all the incarnations of the most dangerous game. I am Travis Fishburne,
I am Alex Brunel.
I'm Dustin Meadows.
and this week we are back. We're still alive, you pieces of shit, or whatever it is.
Shit eaters.
You shit eaters, because we're covering the Edgar Wright Running Man. Finally, 6 months after.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, this was a part of the, the two-part punch of us covering modern movies that fall into the theme of the show that had original entries starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Really niche category of
Following,
films.
yeah, Predator, Badlands.
Now, if we can
Yeah,
just
we're-
get a no, I don't know what the rest of that joke was. Continue the show.
All right. Yeah. So I have only recently watched the movie. It was one of my most anticipated of last year. And then I just kept holding off on it because I'm like, well, we're going to cover it soon and I want it to be fresh.
Yeah.
So I finally watched it. And I mostly enjoyed it. I heard like a lot of negative things, and I had some low expectations after that, but I enjoyed quite a bit of things about this. But Dustin, I know you've got some quibbles. You're more of an expert in this movie and the source material.
Well, so I was the only one of us that actually went and watched it when we were supposed to do this originally.
True.
And then
Now, I hope you didn't, like, you were going to see it regardless,
Oh
right?
yeah, no.
Okay,
I was
so
gonna,
it's not-
Yeah, I didn't go out of my way. I was curious about it because it was new Edgar Wright. But yeah. So I went and saw it when it originally came out last November, like the week or two after Predator Badlands, and then we finally were like, hey, we're gonna tackle it. So I actually also read the Stephen King, aka the Richard Bachman novel that it's based on, and then I just rewatched it again last night. So it's very fresh for me with the second viewing. I thought it was okay the first time. After reading the book, I got some harsher criticism, but we'll let Alex chime in with his 2 cents first before we get into the weeds.
I fall more into Travis's camp, actually. I went in with super low expectations. Like, Edgar Wright hasn't made a movie that I have, frankly, like, loved immediately since Hot Fuzz. And that's just the reality of the situation for me. Like, I love Scott Pilgrim, but the first time I saw it, I didn't think, like, oh my God. I saw it 2 more times and I liked it more. But, like, and then Baby Driver, or World's End is great, but it's not the same wiffle dust that I was wanting out of that movie.
I felt the same way about World's End, and like, I don't know if you've like seen this like take, but I feel like in the decade plus since it's come out, people are like, oh no, that's the best of the Cornetto trilogy. And
I haven't
like,
rewatched it.
They're high. I've watched it several times since. That's a wild ass swing.
Yeah, I recently like rewatched all of them like 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm like, okay, this still doesn't hit. Like, I'm not missing anything. Hot Fuzz is still my favorite.
Yeah,
Good to
Hot Fuzz
know.
is mine as well. Like I rewatch the Cornetto trilogy probably at least every other year, if not more frequently. Like, and I'm one of the people that really likes World's End. I definitely think of that original of the Cornetto trilogy, it's it falls at the bottom spot for me, but I still really dig it. And I think largely what hurt it is just the amount of time that passed between Hot Fuzz and that, because Shaun of the Dead, literally 3 years, then Hot Fuzz, and then 3 years, and then he does Scott Pilgrim instead, and like kind of breaks up that momentum
Right.
to the point where it's like, are we going to get the final installment of the Cornetto trilogy? And then when we did, like, I think a lot of people had kind of already mentally moved on from that anticipation.
There's that too, but I mean, I think those guys also just, they did a bunch of different projects. They spent,
They did.
those three
That
guys
too.
spent so much time just doing projects, like their biggest projects with each other.
Yeah.
And then those projects hit, and then they all got the opportunities to do other stuff that they hadn't gotten to do previously, and then they grew up.
Oh yeah,
You know?
no, and I get that too. Like, but like long term, I think reception wise, that
Yeah.
definitely hurt it. Like, I still really like World's End. I still think it's just, I don't think it's like better than Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead, but I think it's done like and handled with the same amount of like love and affection for genre films that like
Yeah.
either of those were. I just don't think it resonated with as many people as the first two did, which is a bummer, because I
Yeah.
really really like World's End.
Baby Driver I like. Last Night in Soho I like. Both of them kind of struck me. I haven't seen either of them a second time. Both of them kind of struck me like Scott Pilgrim did the first time, but I was a
Yeah.
fan of the Scott Pilgrim books, so I was already like pre-invested in the thing.
Yeah.
So like I'm sure if I rewatched those movies with a specific eye toward the things that I liked, and then I'd find supporting evidence and like them a lot more. I just haven't done that.
Yeah. I think at this point, Last Night in Soho is the only one of his movies I've only seen once.
And then this movie, I had fairly low expectations based on what I'd heard. I wound up liking it a lot more than I thought I would, although the parts that I didn't like just made me sad because they were like straight up careless filmmaking.
Yeah.
And
There's-
that's just like not something I associate with Edgar Wright, and it bummed me out.
Same. Like this, honestly, if I hadn't known he did it going in, like gun to my head, 100 guesses, I don't think I would have guessed Edgar Wright made this.
No, I don't think there's any. Like, the thing for me for Edgar Wright movies was like setup and payoff. Really good setup and payoff. I don't know what that is in this movie aside from a catchphrase.
Yeah. There's really none of that here at all.
I mean, Travis, am I wrong? Is there like the same kind of setup and payoff thing that he's great at?
As far as the writing, no. And
Right.
it's funny, like you go to his like writing style, and for me, I think of Edgar Wright and I think of like his visual, like the kinetic energy of like the cuts and the cinematography, and how in Scott Pilgrim, like he never repeated a shot twice. It was like the camera angle constantly changed. So that's when I think of Edgar Wright, I think of like the visuals and the edits.
The visuals and the edits didn't slouch in me for this, honestly. Like, I have no qualms about that aspect of it. I think that's where he is the strongest as a filmmaker. It's just that when his work is so in sync with the writing, it's that much better.
Yeah, I and just to go back to the Cornetto trilogy, I would, consume the making of docs on those.
Oh my
and
God,
for Hot
yeah.
Fuzz in particular, like
Same.
you see this board that they have of like the story ideas and like you said, the payoffs, and like this piece, it was like a big puzzle for them,
Right.
which this doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't feel like any of that kind of like filmmaking skill or voices here at all.
Yeah, this is like the most homogenized movie he's made for sure. Although, like, I'm amazed that like the Ellisons released this movie. Like, the movie is about burn down the fucking system, and it doesn't make any secret of that for the whole 2 hours and 13 minutes.
No, but it also does it in a really sanitized way, which is what pisses me off so much about it.
What do you feel like about it is sanitized? I don't
I
feel like
guess-
it's not. I just want you to
guess
elaborate on
it's-
that.
Part of it, the whole reason that this movie seems like it exists was to be a truer adaptation of the novel.
Mm-hmm.
And it does that, like almost scene for scene, right up until the ending, which is completely changed from how the book ends. And it feels like Edgar Wright was studio noted at gunpoint to do that. Like
That's interesting.
The last 10 minutes of this movie is like maybe the most insulted I felt by a movie.
That's
Like it's the most I felt a movie pointed at me and said, "You're a fucking dummy, and we have to spoon feed you everything from here on out."
yeah. No, I
It
mean
does do that. The
that
ending is
is
the worst part, for
definitely the part where like the whole like third act. I'm like this feels really different than like it was feeling before, and
Yeah.
especially the last 10 minutes.
So
Yeah.
if I'm gonna, are you guys cool if I talk about the book ending?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
let's
do the
go
whole
into
thing.
the ending.
Okay.
I'm very
So-
curious about this because
so-
it's by far and away the worst part of the movie.
So the way the book ends is like Ben Richards, he's mortally wounded. He's on autopilot back to the network building. The book ends with him crashing into the tower and killing himself and Killian. Like the book literally ends like he crashed into the building and the debris rained for like 20 blocks. That's like the last sentence of the book, and that's where it ends. And it really is like this big middle finger, like this very earned ending for the character. But then the movie turns it as like, wait a minute, I bet you're wondering how we got here. And that weak ass YouTube explanation like drags it out and spoon feeds. And then like the little tease is like, oh, the wife and daughter are still alive and he's meeting them at the grocery store. And then like this riot on the set. And like it's just, it just drags and it feels so limp. Like, I don't know. It's trying to like have its cake and eat it too. Like I do agree.
Yeah.
I think a lot of like the messaging is really strong up until this point, and like that
Yeah.
changing the ending the way that it does undercuts so much of what Glenn Powell has been doing in the movie. It undercuts what Ben Richards was doing like throughout the entire book. Like, and it really sucks like any kind of impact out of the messaging of the movie by that point. Because like, hey, guess what? Like when revolutions happen, like there are sacrifices, there are casualties, and again, like it sucks when your main character dies, but like when it happens in the book, it feels so earned. It feels like it's the only way it could have ended.
Yeah.
And then this feels like, oh, audiences can't handle that kind of ending. So like it feels like it thinks less of us for it. And like that, even when I saw it the first time, that ending pissed me off. And then reading the book, like literally finishing the book and rewatching the movie a few hours after that, like just kind of compounded that. And I was so mad.
I get that. I mean, the ending just felt so basically, yeah, the whole third act. Like after he escapes from wherever he was hiding in the bunker area, and then he gets in the car with the girl. He carjacks
Yeah,
the girl.
as soon as
Yeah.
like the Amelia character shows up, I'm like, this
Yeah.
is getting weird.
The pacing was totally off. I had no sense of where we were in the story, like, in a 5-act structure kind of a way. And then the ending like snuck. It just kind of, it felt like the movie stopped happening at a certain point rather
Yeah.
than ending.
Which is wild too, because like all the stuff with Amelia, all the like, literally everything up until them shooting the plane down, like that's almost exactly how the book is. So like, and I don't think it translates super well to the film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trev, what did you think of the ending?
Yeah, no, agreed. It was just like, to me, like, yeah, all the things you said, Dustin, as well as the order in which things were revealed. Like you said, it cuts to the YouTuber, but then we also get to see his wife discover that he's alive. And then we go all the way back to like the riot in the building that like, I'm like, why are we doing it this way?
It's
Like,
all over the place.
There's nothing to say like you can't, reveal things in a certain way that's rewarding. Like plenty of, movies and narratives have done that, but this one, it didn't feel like it made any sense.
No, but this whole ending, it has the same energy as Spider-Man 3 when Harry Osborn's butler tells him, "Oh, BT Dubs, Spider-Man didn't kill your father." Like it's just like, oh, you just waited until now to divulge that. Cool, thanks, Bill Paxton's dad. Like that's the energy that this ending had. Cause like that's the other thing too is like in the book, Killian tells Ben that like his wife and daughter are dead, and we never find out if he's bluffing or not. So like having it revealed the way that they do, like, also kind of, like, because I think at this point we see that stuff can be deepfaked. I think we could have been trusted to assume, it's like, he could very well be lying about his wife and daughter being dead. But then it's just like, hey, just in case you're too stupid to know how movies work and subtext, happens in media, here it is on a silver platter, you muling idiots.
It's interesting. I mean, I haven't read the book. I'd like to actually more
It's
now.
good,
But
and it's a very quick read too. Like, I knocked it out in like 2, maybe 3 days.
nice. But just like as the movie was starting, because it starts obviously in a way completely different to the 1987 Running Man, which is
Yes.
like an Alex Brunel film, like, for me. That movie is tailored for me. I love everything about it. This movie did none of the same things for me that movie did, and that's fine. It didn't need to.
Yeah.
But like immediately when this movie started, I'm like, oh, he is doing it all for his wife and kid. Okay. And like, I understand that this is a widely relatable scenario for adult men of a certain age who are the target audience for this movie. They probably have wife and children or something. I understand all this. I'm just so sick of that trope being just tied to other tropes that I enjoy. I would rather this movie have been about a pissed off guy that had been wronged turn after turn after turn after turn, and seen his friends and family fall at the mercy of all the bullshit around him, and that's what he's taking out on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you definitely get, like, it's there in the movie, I think, but you definitely get it a lot more in the book too with Ben Richards, because like you're with him every step of the way, like, which I think for the most part they kind of cut away a few times, but like the book, you're along with Ben every step of the way. And I lost my train of thought.
I was talking about I wanted the wife and kid not to be part of the story.
Yeah, this is a truer adaptation of the book for sure, but 100% the Schwarzenegger one is the more fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I will
with
say-
that one,
uh,
he's forced into it, like against his will.
Yeah, because he goes to audition for like one of the lesser games, like the trivia show that Sean Hayes hosts or whatever,
Yeah.
or the weird,
Right.
the hamster wheel thing, which is also what he does in the book initially.
I did like the thing of like, just as I like the world building part of a way to make money is to go on a game show, and you don't get to pick what game show you're doing. You just audition and they assign you to a show if you pass muster.
Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that I do like about that, but like largely the ending just leaves such a sour taste that it ruins a lot of it for me. But like Glenn Powell is phenomenal. Like Glenn Powell 100% is probably the best thing this movie has going. Like him and Coleman Domingo.
Domingo is amazing.
Like they're both very much like, I think, the strongest points. Like Brolin feels kind of wasted.
I agree, but I like the veneers on his teeth did a very good job.
Oh yeah, no, he's still good in this. It feels like he wasn't given as much to do as he should have been.
Agree.
All right. What about Michael Cera doing his
My
Home
favorite
Alone
section
thing?
of the movie.
Yeah, Michael.
I thought he was a really good performance too. I really liked him in this movie.
Yeah.
I love Michael Cera finally getting some non-Michael Cera-y kind of roles.
Right. He still does kind of a shit though.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like when he offers him a monster. That was another thing about this movie. Like there is an excess of product placement that just made me kind of
100%.
squirmy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like you said, Alex, I was actually really enjoying the world building. Like, it's ironic, it's a retelling of Running Man, but a lot of the world building, especially in the beginning in the apartment and stuff, I'm like, this is feeling very Verhoeven, like Total Recall-y. Is the world is how it felt to me. But yeah, so it felt so like, I like what they were doing, and then all of a sudden there's, hey, don't forget Liquid Death is the spawn. I'm like,
Right.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, if it was a fake product, I would have been a lot more okay with it. But the fact
Yes,
that like
absolutely.
this is a real thing, this was Liquid Death inserting themselves into this movie, and I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Well, and tonally, it's all over the place too, because like each act feels like it can't really decide on the tone it wants to set. Because like the world building in that first chunk, like literally up until the running starts, is really solid. Like
Right.
that's honestly probably the most solid chunk of the film is that first act, right up until they turn Ben Richards loose, and then everything else is kind of all over the place from that point on, where it's like it can't decide, like, does it want to be funny, does it want to be super serious, does it want to like offer commentary on everything.
I didn't mind the tonal shifts. I've been watching a lot of no budget and B movies in the last year or so. So like wild tonal shifts have to be way more extreme for me to start commenting on them. There's a movie I watched recently that was Matt LeBlanc's first feature from 1993, just before he got cast in Friends.
Oh wow,
And it's called Lookin' Italian. And
that sounds like a movie that I would make to make fun of Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, that feels like a movie that like Joey himself would have.
Yeah.
no joke, it's really easy to watch through the lens of this is Joey Tribbiani before he moved to New York City.
Cool.
Because he plays it like that. But that movie is a binary between comedy and drama. And I mean that there's no intermingling of the two tones. A scene is either extremely dramatic, and the lead actor openly weeps like 7 times in the movie, which is a lot of time to spend weeping
Yeah.
with your main character, to just doofy ass sitcom grade banter and bad comedy. And it's such a marvel in tonal imbalance. So like it's got to be like that for me to give a shit
yeah.
anymore about
That's fair.
trying to mix tones.
That's fair.
got to be what like Tyler Perry like based his career on, because I don't know
think so.
if you've ever seen his movies. That's what they do too. It's like crazy off the wall, like the stupidest jokes, and then like the most deathly serious melodramatic shit. I'm like,
Is
I
that
remem-
just a mode of filmmaking that I don't know about?
I
Just
guess.
the A-B filmmaking?
yeah, I don't know.
Possibly.
No, I remember the first time, like, you know, my mom was interested in like the Tyler Perry movies, and so the first one I went to go see was, which one was it? But it was one of those Medea movies. Like we went in the theater, and I was astounded, you know, thinking that I was getting like, you know, like a Mike Myers kind of a movie, and then or an Eddie Murphy or what, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, like I'm this woman is getting, you know, beaten by her husband, and I'm like, this is, what the fuck is this? And that's what they all are.
Oh wow. Oh man. There's a whole world of films out there. I like the balance, like the product placement. Also, I was hyper attuned to it because Angela and I had just the night previously watched Mac and Me for the first time ever,
Oh, there you go.
which is the most product placement in a movie I have ever seen, and that may be possible. I don't know if it could be product placed harder.
I've had that Vinegar Syndrome 4K sitting on my shelf for almost a year now. I need to finally just pull the trigger.
It looks great, but literally there are so many situations in the movie where someone needs something to drink, and it is Coca-Cola every single time.
Well, they saw, like, you know, it's based on the success that E.T. had. They're like, okay, you know, Reese's Pieces was made because of E.T. We're going to do the same thing.
You know what this movie has? Skittles. They got Skittles product placement.
And McDonald's.
McDonald's is the big one. And then Sears also, back to like secret giant product placement aspect for just Sears.
I went to the Burbank 8 last week to see Is God Is, and I was shocked to see it's completely abandoned and closed down, but a Sears storefront at all. Like, I was surprised like that they still exist anywhere.
Was it the one that used to be in Panorama City? No, in North Hollywood?
No, it's in that mall that the Burbank 8's in.
Oh, okay.
Which, like, I mean, any mall, frankly, feels like a place
Oh,
forgotten
right.
by time.
Yeah. Wow, I haven't been to that mall in a hot minute.
I only went there because it was one of the only theaters that was still showing Is God Is last week.
I recently discovered that there is one of two Suncoast locations is like an hour away from me. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I should go there.
Is it in
Yeah.
Mansfield?
No, it's in like, I don't, it's not there, but it's somewhere nearby. It's actually closer to Dayton. I looked it
Oh
up.
wow.
Oh, damn.
If I come back to Ohio, I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I love that it's in Ohio too. That makes me happy.
Yeah, one in Ohio and one in Texas.
Road
Okay.
trip to Texas.
What else did I like about this movie? Okay, wait. So we're generally pro Glenn Powell. This is, I think, the first thing I've seen him in, because he wasn't in the what was the stunt guy movie, The Fall Guy? That was
Fall Guy.
Gosling, right?
Yeah,
that was
that was
Gosling. He's
Gosling.
got a Gosling thing. You have seen him, Alex. You saw Spy Kids 3D.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I certainly have. I certainly own Spy Kids 3 on DVD. Was he a child?
Yeah, he's a child. He was a kid. He's one of the, like, look him up. You'll see him. You'll be like, oh yeah, there he
Oh,
is.
yeah. Well, because he's the Texas guy, too.
Yeah.
Long-fingered boy. That's his credit.
There he is. And he's got the crown, or not a crown. He's got some kind of headgear.
I want to say he's in that kind of Dazed and Confused sequel that Linklater did too.
Everybody Wants Some. That's a
Yeah,
good movie.
yeah.
He's
Oh, yeah.
done some stuff with Linklater. He's in Hitman, which is really good.
I still need to see that. I've heard really good things.
It's a great movie. He's in.
They made that's the same property that Timothy Oliphant once.
No, separate, completely
Okay.
different movie. although
Different IP.
that one did get a shitty prequel without Oliphant.
Oh, did it? I did not know that.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like Agent 47 or something was the name of it.
Yeah. But no, yeah.
Okay,
check
I'm
out.
looking at his filmography, and this is the first thing I've seen him in that that matters.
And he was
in the
also
context of this conversation.
he also worked with the original Running Man, not our own Schwarzenegger. We're talking about the Maverick himself, Tom Cruise, in Maverick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was in Maverick. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
like
I
the
see
whole
that here.
part of the running sequences in this movie, I'm like, oh, it would have been cool to see Tom Cruise in a Running Man movie.
Yeah.
One of the, because I read the IMDb trivia, because that's just what I do after watching a movie to get the Cliff's Notes on what might be interesting. And apparently Glenn Powell called Tom Cruise for advice about how to do some of the physical stuff in this movie. And Tom said, film yourself running because you don't look as cool as you think you do.
That is very plausible and also solid advice.
That makes sense, because like while he's running, I'm like, it's cool that, like, I was just like thinking of him and Tom Cruise and how I'm like, it looks like he might be like trying to like mimic his run in some way. So yeah,
He's
that makes
got it,
sense.
because that's the only guy who's ever looked like
Yeah.
cool when
Well,
he's
it's like-
running in a movie.
That's like supposed to be like a legit, like that's how you're supposed to run is the way that they run.
Wait, slicing through air like
Like that,
hand
like
knives.
just the way that they kind of carry themselves.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
did like him, but there's a lot of points in the movie where I felt like he was an alien wearing a human suit.
It definitely it gets really samey with him throughout too. Like there's a lot
He
of
has this face.
yeah, there's a lot of kind of like repeated emotions, a lot of kind of repeated points that they keep making. Like the other thing too, this movie could have shaved off 20 minutes, and I think it would have been fine for it.
Easy. Yeah.
Like I sat down to watch it, and I was like, 133 goddamn minutes. Are you kidding me?
Is that the longest of Edgar Wright's films?
It's
It
gotta be.
might-
He's very economic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually right between 100 110 is usually kind of the sweet spot he works in for most of the time.
Oh, I neglected to mention the Sparks Brothers, but I love that as a music documentary. Obviously, it's not the same kind of film, but I think it's a particularly excellent
Oh
documentary
yeah,
about a band.
okay. That's the only one that I haven't seen then, but it's been on my radar for a while.
It's the Sparks has a lot of albums, and this movie whether it be for 20 minutes or 2, hits on every single one of them, which most you cannot say about almost any other music documentary, I don't think.
Yeah.
Baby Driver, hour 53, World's End, 149, Pilgrim, 152. Hot Fuzz was 2 hours, but
That's it.
fine.
Yeah, I knew Hot Fuzz was close to that.
But it was all perfect.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say, but the difference with this and Hot Fuzz is like, when it's done, you're like, oh, it's over, and this one, I'm like,
Right.
it's still going on.
Yeah. Hot Fuzz is one of the only movies where it's like, if this was longer, I wouldn't be mad.
What a great fucking movie.
Oh yeah. We do get a Schwarzenegger cameo in this one,
I
which
did
is
like
another
that.
positive.
That was fun.
Yeah.
You want
Him-
to say what the cameo was?
Schwarzenegger is the face of the new dollars, the currency that they use in World, which was a pretty cute little way to get him in without having to pay him to be there, just paying him for the likeness.
Yeah.
Just license his face.
Same way they got him in Terminator
Salvation.
Yep.
Yeah, they slapped his face on his body double.
Oh, that's right. Mick G's Terminator Salvation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why didn't McG make this movie? It almost feels like he,
It
would've
kind of,
been
yeah,
up
dude.
his
It feels
alley.
like
It
it feels like a McG movie or like a modern day Guy Ritchie movie. No, modern day Guy Ritchie movies are kind of worse. But still.
Yeah, I think the only Guy Ritchie movie I've seen that he's put out in the last decade that I've liked was The Gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
I liked most of Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, but that was largely Henry Cavill and Alan Ritchson were doing a lot of the heavy lifting on that, though.
You know what's great in The Gentleman? It's Colin Farrell.
Oh, Colin Farrell's fantastic.
I mean,
When
he's
is he
great in
not?
everything, but like that character is great.
Anytime he gets to use his native accent, like, I'm on board. Even Daredevil, which sucks, like, he is so much fun in that movie.
Daredevil, okay. I've seen people talk about this online recently too, which is
Are you about
made-
to defend the director's cut?
Yes, it's good. It is a good movie. I said that when I saw the director's cut, like the year after it came out or something, and I was like, "This is good. It has no business being this good. Like, it's not like great, but like you gave a shit about all the characters,
Yeah, it's not a bad subplot that they add in.
and the love scenes are gone. It's like there's more plot and less schmaltz, and it's a better movie."
I only remember Coolio. I'll have to rewatch the director's cut again then.
It's a solid movie. I'm glad that my opinions are usually wind up becoming public opinion. People like Waterworld now. I was on that train.
Yeah, you're
since
ahead of your
1995.
time. You're a tastemaker.
Oh man, yeah. If only anybody would listen to me about how good these things are, we would have had
Well, I mean,
Waterworld.
I'm
End
gonna
them a lot
rewatch
sooner.
Daredevil now because of your
There you
passion
go.
for the director's cut.
I want to rewatch it. I don't even know if that's available in high def. That might be languishing in DVD land still.
It probably is.
Anywho,
Although, frankly, I'll rewatch any movie that has a largely new metal soundtrack. So
that's true. You will.
Any
Other
movie-
it isn't.
any movie that has Rob Zombie collaborating with the 3 surviving members of Drowning Pool is okay by me. That's what this movie was missing. New metal.
I didn't care for the music in this film.
No, it's not great either.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like-
unremarkable.
Yeah, it
That's
just
another
seemed
thing
like,
he's really good at is soundtracks.
Yeah.
right, and it seemed like the lazy version of that too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and his composers are always really solid too. Like the Cornetto trilogy, David Arnold scores are really good. Like the incidental, like the non pop song music in Baby Driver was really good. The Scott
Mm-hmm.
Pilgrim score is fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music in this is not great.
Yeah, bummer things, but I did come away liking it more than I thought I would. I mean, like, I'm complaining a lot because, like, the things that I really liked, I guess, the aesthetic of the TV show in the movie,
Yeah.
and the constant hammering of, like, it was like, laying it on with a sledgehammer, but like the messaging of like what you're watching on TV is not fucking reality.
Yeah.
overtly relating it to the Kardashians throughout the movie.
I will say, the
Debbie
Americanos was a great touch. And yes, Debbie Mazar getting a paycheck. No, I honestly, I would not have been mad if there had been more Americanos interludes.
Those were really good, and I liked that. I mean, that's the kind of, like I said, laying it on with a sledgehammer that like a generalized audience kind of needs to connect that dot.
Yeah. But also I thought that fed really well into like the world building of it all too.
Yeah.
Like I would have watched like so many more like parodies of things if they'd worked it into like the story throughout. Because like it's a very different kind of movie, but I think of like all the fake shows that we got in something like Stay Tuned, like it would have been amazing to see stuff like that like sprinkled in here throughout on top of the game shows and the reality programs.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, the way that all the TV shows looked also felt like very authentic, even though like it's part of this fictional world. It's like, no, this looks and
It felt
feels
very
like
fully realized in that way.
Yeah, the game show sequences are all done really well. Like, and the studio stuff is also really great. Like, and again, Coleman Domingo also delivers the hell out of that character.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love that guy so much.
Cool Man
like,
Domino.
He's also great on whatever 4 Seasons, the Netflix show with Tina Fey and Will Forte and other people.
I have never seen Coleman Domingo phone it in anything he's been in, out of all the stuff I've seen from him. Like
that man oozes charisma.
And he shows up and he puts work in no matter what. Like, even like the 5 minutes he's in the new Candyman, like he is firing on all cylinders.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
he's
cool.
great in Zola too. Like he's great in everything. He's a fantastic performer.
It's going to be in Disclosure Day this week.
Hell yeah, as he should be.
Oh, I want to see that. Oh, I appreciated seeing David Zayas at the beginning of the movie too.
Yes, having just watched Dexter finally last year, I was like, hell yeah, Batista's here.
Yeah, and he was looking good.
He looked great.
Mm-hmm.
He's aging very well.
I was honestly
Beautiful
kind
man.
of bummed after that scene. I was like, shit, we're probably not going to get any more David Zayas.
I know. It's like you're gonna burn him just like that, man.
Yeah.
Same
But
with
we
like
got
William H.
William H.
Macy. We only
Macy.
got William H. Macy for 2 scenes.
Yeah, like that. I was very surprised that character got kind of jettisoned so quickly too.
Oh, we had like a Paul Walter Hauser cameo.
What?
Wasn't he the guy? No, was he not the guy on the treadmill? No, he's not.
No.
I'm looking at the
No,
cast.
it
He's
does.
not.
I thought that this time when I was watching it, I was like, that looks like Paul Walter Hauser, but it's not.
Okay.
But it does look like him. I absolutely understand how someone
Okay,
can
thanks
make
for
that
backing
mistake.
me up on that at least.
Yeah, no, it does look like him. There's trying to think anyone. Oh, Ben Richards' wife is the same actress who plays Perlene in Sinners too, which I don't think I caught the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jamie
yeah.
Lawson.
When I looked at her like IMDb, you know how like everyone has their 4 like most known for movies, and hers, it's so interesting, the color palette of all the posters. Yeah, it's Sinners, The Running Man, The Batman, and The Woman King, and they're all like the exact same color palette. The
Oh my
posters.
god,
It
they
was
are.
a
I'm
weird
seeing what
thing.
you're seeing.
God, yeah, she's the mayor in the Batman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we just watched The Woman King. I think I'd forgotten that she was in that.
Yeah.
She was wonderful. She was great in a way that seemed very effortless, and that's
She was solid. I was really bummed that we didn't get much Lee Pace in this, like especially for as much as they build him up. Because like the mask thing is definitely a thing they added for the movie, because that is not
Okay.
like a thing in the book at all, and it seems so pointless too.
It drove me crazy when like they revealed him, and I'm like, because they made such a big deal over like this masked character, and when he took it off, even the way it's shot, it's like, we're gonna know who this is. This is like some kind of a hidden thing. But I'm like, it's Lee Pace, who they had already shown he was gonna be in the movie, so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm assuming this guy is like the original guy who like won, who got the farthest.
Yeah.
But like for the amount that they were like building up who this guy is, like it should have been Arnold, you know, like that's what
Yeah.
they were like putting on.
Yeah,
this.
no, I totally agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. Like the character is still that. Like he's the lead hunter in the book, but like they don't do that built. Like he never has a mask in the book. Like when they finally meet on the plane, it's just like, oh, this is just a guy that's like kind of got a dad bod and apparently is really good at the Running Man.
Yeah, but like the way that they revealed it was, if they wanted it to have like any kind of an impact, they should have been showing like greatest hits, like clips of
Yeah,
like
like
his
any-
run.
Any indication that there's a reason for us to give a shit who he is
Yeah.
under the mask.
Right. I mean, yeah, I'm only realizing now that like maybe he was masked from the audience that he was the first winner.
Yeah.
And I'm only thinking about that now.
Which, like, I get to a point, but then it's also like, you see them deep fake stuff so effortlessly through the whole thing. So it's like, yeah, it feels
Yeah.
dumb. It feels like it could have been done better.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was that Lee Pace had other obligations, and that was a body double for most of the movie.
He's
Yeah.
like, Pedro Pascal does it all the time. Why can't I?
Yeah.
He's like, I want the Pedro Pascal contract. Let me do one of those.
Yeah. Well, not unlike Grogu and the Mandalorian. This one is yet to make its budget back. So.
There you go. Well, that's their fault for spending too much money on a fucking movie. But you know, that's
Yeah.
a different discussion altogether.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's like overall there's stuff I like about this, but especially after a second watch, especially after reading the book and seeing that like very obviously this movie got made because somebody says like, "Hey, what if we did The Running Man, but we did it like more in line with the book?" And then to just so egregiously bail on that for like the final moments of the movie, it feels really pointless. And that ultimately, like, before I was like, this is okay, I probably won't watch it again anytime soon. But after watching it a second time and reading the book and, like, just having that connective tissue there, it's like, ultimately this felt kind of pointless.
Yeah.
But we
I-
did
oh.
get to see Glenn Powell's ass.
You
Yeah.
do.
So that's, you know,
solid
it wasn't
ass.
so pointless. We got to see that.
Yeah.
I did think the movie did a really good job of making me feel like Ben had finally gotten to a place where he could actually wait out the whole rest of the thing, only for it to blow up like almost immediately every single time.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was pretty effectively done in the movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of the stuff they're pulling from the book that's done well. It's like the little changes that they make, like namely the ending, but especially like that YouTube breakdown of like the ending. Like
What? The YouTuber wasn't in the book?
so that character is,
Mm-hmm.
but like he's a gang member who's like just part of the resistance and helping out. Which like I get you modernize it a little bit and throw it, sure, but like to literally just be as like, hey, here's a vlog about why the ending is what it is because you're too dumb to pick up context. Like
Yeah.
I think, and I just, the character I liked and I was fine with, but like his YouTube vlogs were just a little too much. Like they
well,
could
it's
have.
also it's like in a world of like constant surveillance, like how are they not tracking your IP in your like shitty little apartment?
Right.
Like what? You can afford a VPN in the slums? Like what? Yeah, just a lot of dumb shit.
I get that. I mean, like, I also had my technological quibbles about, like, so you're digitizing a VHS every time you need to pull a clip from The Running Man for your YouTube show that, like, looks pristine and digital and, like... But that's the Alex Brunel of it all. That's what makes it hard for me to get into to just, like,
Yeah.
watch a fucking movie.
No, that was like a cool thing. I'm like, oh yeah, they're going up with all these like, you know, old school VHS, which, you know, lent it this like 80s aesthetic, which I feel like it, you know, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Paul Verhoeven, like, you know, Total Recall,
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers movie. Like it felt like that kind of a thing. But then, like you said, Alex, you mix that with like super state of the art stuff. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it kind of falls
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah,
It seemed like their digital generation, they were like, shoot, like, was he recording his daily videos on mini DV?
It
That's what
looked like it.
That's just funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Dustin.
Well, it's kind of like the weird thing where like the Alien prequels, like the tech is somehow better than like
Right.
than they are later in the series, like shit like that. Like it's that same kind of vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's all aesthetic. And I thought aesthetically all that stuff worked well in the movie. Just like being as I work with like archival video day in, day out these days, like it's just like I have bugs in my brain.
Oh my god, something we didn't even touch on yet. The other thing, complete waste of Katie O'Brien in this movie, I feel like.
Yeah, I was expecting her to do something other
Same.
than die.
Like when Martin Hurley from SNL showed up, is like, okay, obviously he's the first runner that dies, got it. But then like they didn't do anything with Katie O'Brien hardly.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a real disappointment 'cause I love her.
Yeah,
I mean, she
'cause,
shined in her brief moments, but they were far too brief.
Yeah, she absolutely made the most of the time she got, but it's like, why bring her in at all? Like,
Yeah.
we spent as much time with her as we did with Samson from 28 Years Later's guy, the negative guy that blows himself up with the bomb vest
Yeah.
after
Right,
hiring
right.
like 8 prostitutes at once.
Yeah, and like with her death, I was fully expecting like when they revealed that she had died, I'm like, this is like a fake out death. She's not really. And then
That's what I thought,
no,
too.
It really was her. It's like that's
Nope,
how she
she
died. I guess.
burned.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is like when Jesse Ventura killed Schwarzenegger in the original one, right? It's a fake. Him and, was it Maria Conchita Alonso?
Oh yeah. I did like that the kids that torched her were named Jeff and Cheeto.
Yeah,
It's
Here's
like
a-
Cheeto but with a J. That's how it's spelled.
Cheeto.
you know, this is another thing that this movie actually did pretty well. You know, I don't know how to praise it, but all of these small characters who have like brief scenes, who are just like watchers of the show, they feel like, you know, they're not faces of character actors I've ever seen before. And in that way,
Yeah.
they felt very authentic. Yeah. So
That was one of the first things I said about the movie after it ended to Angela was, that's the biggest cast I've seen in a movie in a long time.
it's,
Like the most number of people who were on screen in a significant way that maybe had a line or two. I don't know if I've seen that many different people in a movie in like a really long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute for sure.
it is a huge cast. And I was like 50 people deep or something when I was like, has nobody in this movie ever been in Star Trek? This is fucking crazy. Because, you know, I had to find a contraction. And I finally did. And it was how deep this person is in this movie. Like she's not even credited, because that's how deep she is as a background person. Her name is Miku Martineau. So she was briefly in this movie. I couldn't even find a frame of her in it, but she's on IMDb. And it's so crazy because she has been in Star Trek. And when I saw that she was in it, I'm like, okay, she's been in like some like brief like extra person in Star Trek. And no, she plays young Philippa Georgiou in the Section 31 movie. She is the young Michelle Yeoh. So she like the whole beginning of it's a very shitty, terrible movie. It's absolutely the worst Star Trek movie. But like it's a huge role. Like she's got the first 10 minutes of the movie where she's the lead in a flashback.
Damn, okay.
And so yeah, I just shared a photo of like her doing her like Paul Atreides thing. And yeah, so it was crazy to me when I found one, and I'm like, oh, and her role in that other movie was so like beefy. Like it was, I don't know, you know, in what order they were. That definitely came before this shot, because they run production on that movie for a while. So very weird. I don't know.
Very Paul Atreides. This is.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. I need to. Star Trek's weird now, man.
Yeah. No, don't watch that movie. It's awful.
Noted.
There could have so easily been a Star Trek connection too, though, with just a simple Simon Pegg cameo or
That's
even a
exactly
voice
what
line.
it needed. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
right?
going to be the easiest one, but no.
Yeah. Mixed bag of a movie. It's like, this is probably what Edgar Wright's Ant-Man would have felt like.
That's
You know, less
I don't
about
know.
Burn Down Society, but, you know,
Yeah.
diluted and like, I don't know.
I don't want to like believe that, but you know, maybe
Well,
it's
I think
true.
that's why he didn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
if he had gone down the path, I feel like the movie would have come out like this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because I think we could have got, like, 'cause I mean, he went with the character. Like, it would have been so awesome to just get a straight up irredeemable Ant-Man movie.
That'd be great.
Like, we got the same character, but like we didn't really get that character.
Yeah, let's start normalizing, like, you know, out of timeline, just different takes on character movies. Let's, like, more of the Batman. Let's normalize doing that. Just like,
Yeah.
we're oversaturated on Batman.
Yeah.
Even though I love the Batman. I love
more
I think
jokey
it's a really
folia
great movie.
do.
Huh?
More Joker folia do.
Which I still have not made myself watch yet.
As a person who really enjoys antagonistic filmmaking, I feel like I do need to see it at some point.
I'm definitely gonna get drunk and watch it at some point. But
Yeah,
it has
do
not
it.
happened
It's
yet.
I mean, like, it's not boring, you know, like that's something I think, like, that's, you know, definitely a plus with any piece of media, and that is it is not a boring movie. It makes a lot of interesting choices.
That's fair. I can appreciate that.
That just made me think of the worst news I heard last week, which is that Zack Snyder is now remaking Escape from New York.
Like,
Oh my
which
God.
is
I
just-
almost shared, like, you know, the headline with you guys, like, late last week when I knew, like, you guys already know this, but, like, it kept, like, entering my mind and depressing me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it definitely won't happen, but like I've also lost count of how many times that and Big Trouble in Little China has been announced that like a remake was happening in the last
Right.
like literally back to when we were still at BG.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like I
It's
remember when
been-
Gerard Butler was supposed to be Snake Plissken at one point.
I
Like and The
remember
Rock
that.
was supposed to be Jack Burton. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been threatening
I-
us with
I-
this for a
you
long
know,
time.
I hear where you're coming from, Dustin, but Zack Snyder has this, like, weird way of willing things into existence.
no, and that's fair, and that's the only part of it. That's why I'm not 100%,
Yeah.
but I'm still cautiously optimistic that that'll be the way it shakes out. Because
So,
I mean,
yeah.
come on, he's got to release his director's cut of his Star Wars ripoffs, or his Snyder cuts rather.
Mhm.
He did that, didn't he?
I think they announced it. I don't know if they actually released like his cuts of them though.
Oh.
I don't even understand, like, what.
Well, they're just longer versions. They're not the versions that they wouldn't let him release. There's just more of the dumb shit.
Okay.
But like,
Because I'm
why-
like,
But why not drop that in the first place?
Exactly. I'm like, but, like, it's fucking Netflix.
Like, I get why the Justice League, a 4-hour cut of that didn't go to theaters.
Yeah.
But like, why you're not putting a 3 or 4 hour cut of something on a streamer? Who fucking gives a shit?
Yeah.
So,
like, why not
director's
just
cuts
cut
of
it up
both
the
did
way they
come
did?
out.
What?
What's that?
They both did come out. Director's
Oh, they
cuts of both
did?
those movies.
Weird.
The initial cut of the first one was 2 hours and 13 minutes. The director's cut is 3 hours and 24 minutes.
That's almost a whole ass other movie.
And then the second one is a less drastic extension, 2 hours and 2 minutes up to 2:53. I mean, that's still too much. But like, yeah. But my thing about movies of that length is it's like, if that's what it takes for your movie to work, you understood the assignment incorrectly.
Yes.
Like, you just didn't do it right.
Poor Sophia Boutella. Well, at least she got paid.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, but like
I would be curious to hate watch those movies, man, but like that's I could be watching 5.5 hours of movies that I liked.
Yeah, right. I still haven't emotionally recovered from the Snyder Cut and the Justice's Gray version.
Oh god, you sat through the Gray version too?
yeah, he did
Yeah,
it for
we-
this show.
Oh, that's right. I remember this now.
Yeah, we.
Oh, man.
I thought we all did it, or maybe I'm the only one that sat through both.
Yeah, you're the only one who
You're
sat
the only
through
one
both.
that did both.
I had a good drunk going, and I figured, why not?
Yeah. Speaking of like alternate cuts of like color and black and white, have you guys been watching Spider Noir?
No, I need to.
It's
Saw the first
real-
4 so far.
Okay.
In black and white. It's
Yes.
really fun.
Yeah.
No,
No, me as
I'm very
well.
excited for it.
In black and white, and I'm like, the idea of watching it in color is unfathomable to me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane. And I was watching something with the creators too, and like that's fully like that as a studio. Like, hey, you have to release a color version.
Okay.
Which is also part of why the color version looks so shitty and oversaturated. Because like it was straight up meant to just be released as the one.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
And, like-
it's a lot of fun. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Trav.
Oh yeah, it is. And also, I told like my kids like there's gonna be like a Spider Noir show because they're interested in the Spider-Verse movies. But like after like getting through a few episodes, I'm like, they're not gonna care about that. Like
No.
they haven't watched like Howard Hawks movies. They're not gonna like appreciate
No.
the noir aspects of this
Yeah.
shit.
And the thing is, like, the superhero aspects are so not diminished, but they're so much more in that world than
Yeah,
superhero
exactly.
world. Like, one of my favorite things about the show is how tired Nicolas Cage seems when he's doing the fight scenes. And it's an acting choice, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's playing like an older detective who's just gotten beat up a fucking lot, and he doesn't move as fast as he used to. And he's still very capable, but you can tell he's kind of like, nah, I'm still doing this shit. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
See,
He's
but I
great.
love that. I love when a hero takes his lumps.
Yeah, he does. I mean, at least in the first 4. I'm sure he takes more in the back half too.
Yeah.
But,
And like
He's
all the
really-
love for like him sticking with the voice throughout as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does
Well,
have
it's
a
why-
very specific voice.
It's why watching anything with The Rock is so boring because it's all so one-sided.
Yeah,
Give me a hero getting his ass whooped every now and then.
yeah.
That's why Harrison Ford like that's what makes Indiana Jones so interesting is seeing him like that exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna
Well,
see
Indy is
people-
also just like portrayed as much more of just a guy who's just deciding to do these things rather than like the most fit guy who is the most qualified to do these things.
Just a dad bod without a kid, or at least for a while anyway.
Right, yeah. I don't remember what movie it was that we saw recently. Oh, it was Grogu. It was the Mando movie. There was a trailer for the absolutely useless live action Moana beforehand,
God.
but Angela had not seen anything from it, and I had the great joy of telling her to pay attention to The Rock's lack of nipples when when the shot came up of him on the beach.
Maui sans nipples,
They did
You don't got him.
wow.
just like Aladdin. Well, the animated Aladdin anyway. I think
Yeah.
the live action Aladdin had nips.
I think it did.
They did a
there's-
reverse George Clooney as Batman.
Yeah.
I have to remember. I watched the live action Aladdin it was during the pandemic. That's why I watched it. But was it? There was like an added useless character. Like, it was Billy Magnuson as Jasmine's other suitor.
Oh
And-
yeah.
Every moment that he was in, he was fucking hysterical, and I loved those scenes, and those were the only parts of the movie I liked. Literally everything else about that movie was bad.
I believe it. Yeah, there's not a lot of post Sherlock Holmes Guy Ritchie output that I can really defend. Like, and truly, I think The Gentleman is the only one of his I've seen that like I thought was legit like a solid movie.
Look at his little head. I'm looking at his his filmography.
I take that back. I did enjoy Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I've
stuff.
been hearing that was
but-
actually a good movie.
But again, that Cavill was doing a lot of the heavy lifting in that one too.
Yeah.
And it's also the second best Cavill gets into a fist fight in a bathroom.
I did like that. I did like that Mission Impossible, or at least
Oh,
I liked that scene in that Mission Impossible.
I think that might be my favorite. Like, Fallout's really goddamn good.
That's I think the last one I saw. I think so. I don't remember anymore.
They're all good.
Yeah, they're just they are better than most things that are good by the numbers, which is like my criticism with stuff like it's why I'm not planning on seeing the Odyssey. Like I know what I know what I would get out of this. I'm not seeking this anymore.
That's fair.
I don't remember where I was going with that. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Oh, Mission Impossible. It's better than that to me. I think the Mission Impossible movies are better than that kind of cinema for me, but I still just don't care that much. I wish
That's
I
fair.
kind of wish I still could.
Well, and I think Fallout was the pinnacle of the series anyway. Like, the last two definitely feel like a pretty sharp drop in quality.
Yeah,
Bummer.
like you can still appreciate so many things that are going on in the last two, but like you said, it's the pinnacle was Fallout.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning, but there's also no reason for them to be as long as they are. And there's also no reason for them to do what's her face so goddamn dirty.
Who's her face? They do her dirty?
Um,
Why they do this?
Oh, Rebecca Ferguson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make way
Spoiler
for
alert.
is it Haley Atwell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was in the
Because
most
you
recent
can't have
one.
two women in a Mission
I
Impossible.
don't, yeah.
Ain't that a shame?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was weird when they're like, we're getting rid of her to bring in Haley Atwell, when Haley
Yeah.
Atwell is like, the character is not showing like the same promise.
Yeah, at all. Well, then like they bring what's his ass back as like this villain that's supposed to have a
Yeah.
connection, and it's like, okay, like I don't care though. Like I was more excited about Kittredge coming back than this new villain who apparently has been there the whole time, I guess.
Is that what's going on? Like
Yeah.
they're doing like that far overarching
They
Yeah,
well,
Mission Impossible plot?
It's like not quite fully a retcon, but it's definitely like dipping its toes in that kind of water.
yeah,
Where it's like, oh, hey, it's like that last season of Dexter where it's like, hey, here's a connection to a character that we've literally never mentioned before.
I think when they knew for certain, like Final Reckoning, they were like, oh, we'll wrap it up with this one. When they decided they were doing that, they shoehorned in like a whole bunch of shit. Like they did the, somehow Palpatine has returned. They did the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, oh my God, I forgot about the Jim Phelps shit too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had forgotten about that until you said, yeah, oh my God, there's so much dumb shit. I actually like, was it Dead Reckoning's the last one, right? Or is
Yeah.
it Final Reckoning?
Final Reckoning.
Final Reckoning.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, Mission Impossible 2, which I do enjoy in spite of its many, many flaws, was like my bottom ranked Mission Impossible 2. And then I saw Final Reckoning and everything changed.
Bummer.
Now, Alex, like even saying all that, like, and saying, it did the Rise of Skywalker, it's still a much better, more enjoyable movie than the Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, I bet, because I mean, like, yeah, the way that Tom Cruise pushes himself is just fun to watch. I mean,
yeah.
like for me, he's like the prime example of like, I cannot stand this guy as a human being. I think in every way that's most significant, but damn if he's not fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And I've recently started feeling the same way about Clint Eastwood because I watched the first two Sergio Leone movies I've ever seen recently. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the stuff with Leone is really good with him.
he's so good just being that. I would never want to sit with him. I would never want to meet him.
no.
I
Oh, yeah.
vehemently disagree with his decades of brain twisting, but
No.
man,
And
he's
I
not
just,
great in those movies.
I also love that Cruise is just such a proponent of cinema in the theater.
Yes.
Like he's never going to do
Yeah.
TV. He's never going to do a streaming movie. Everything
Right.
has to be in a theater.
Yeah.
So I do love that he, injects that life into it, and that he, like, you've not seen Top Gun Maverick, and
No.
I assume you're probably not planning to, which, Glenn
not.
Powell also in that, but like, it's a great movie. And also it takes the trope of like a sequel that you're like, you assume this is about the guy who used to be on top and he's going to like pass it on to the next generation. And that's the movie you think you're getting. But no, this is the movie like we're halfway through. He says, fuck that. I'm still the guy on top. I'm saving the day. That's what that movie is,
Okay, that's kind of awesome.
which I love.
I think I've only ever seen the original Top Gun with riff tracks on top of it. I don't think I've ever seen that movie straight.
I've never seen any version of that
okay.
movie.
Yeah, because why are you going to watch a movie about the glorification of the military? That is not up our alleys.
That too. And it's one of those things too where it's like, it's one of those movies that like is such like this cultural touchstone that like, even if you haven't seen it, you kind of feel like you have.
Yeah. Because you know the song and you know the trailer. Basically, you know the trailer.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I know Val Kilmer clenching his teeth homoerotically.
That's what it said in the script. Val
Yep.
clenches Iceman clenches teeth homoerotically.
Homoerotically.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Running
Yeah,
Man.
I don't think I have much else to say about
Okay.
the Running Man. Although I don't know if we're doing video or not, but
There
if
it
we
is.
are,
Yeah, we are.
here's the
yeah.
book. Oh, good. Read the book. Highly recommend the book. It's a fun, quick read.
Yeah, before we like fully wrap it, I don't think we got enough into Michael Cera and
Oh
his
yeah,
shenanigans.
that is one of the more fun parts of the movie. Is that whole sequence at what was it Elton Parakis' house? I believe is the
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole sequence is a lot of fun, and it's pretty fun in the book too. I think that's one of the few parts of the movie that's better than the book is that sequence. But
I mean, I love that it's just I love a trap, like a Home Alone trap.
yeah, oh
house.
yeah,
You know, you do that, you give me a good version of that in the movie, and I'm gonna be satisfied with that part. And I feel like I got that out of that section of the movie.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I just
Anytime you're
love-
killing cops, I'm on board.
Yeah. I just love that, you have this whole sequence where they're setting up like, I've made like, we're here. I'm going to like take care of you. We're keeping you safe. And like, so you fully like trust him. Like, not that he's not to be trusted later, but like once, they're about to show up at his house and he realizes like, oh, they're all just like going to come inside. And he just completely is like, he's in here.
Oh yeah.
Like that turn, I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I will say this too. I think we kind of mentioned it earlier. This movie does do a really good job of keeping Ben Richards in danger, like from
Yeah.
start to finish. Like there's never any point, and the book does that too. Like there's no point where you're just like, okay, he's finally safe, right? You're just like, nope, something bad is gonna happen, and then they deliver on it.
Yeah. Oh, a question about the book. Do they also call cops goons in the book, or is that a movie invention?
I don't recall them calling them goons in the book.
Because I noticed that there was graffiti at one point that was AGAB, and I think they were just generally referring to like law enforcement as goons at this point.
Oh.
Which I really liked.
Oh yeah.
I really liked that little dig.
That's a nice little touch.
But yeah, that was my favorite section of the movie, was the Michael Cera section.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
you have
it's
the
really
you have the
good.
old lady who looks haunted, like she looks like she was plucked out of like Hereditary or something and just
Yeah,
dropped
yeah.
into this movie.
Some other indie horror film.
Yeah,
And when he shoves her into like the safe room, which is just a
Yeah.
closet, I'm like, is she going to be safe in there? I don't think
it was
so.
also a hell of a shove.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very
It's a
aggressive show.
good shove.
I
yeah.
also enjoyed the plane fight in like Zero Gravity.
Oh,
maybe?
yeah.
That was
That
good.
little bit was nice.
Yeah. Like, most of the action in this is done well. I don't think it's done as well as Edgar Wright typically does action, but it's not badly done. I think it's just that's it. Like, I think if Edgar Wright's name wasn't on this, I think I wouldn't be as mad at it as I am either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know for sure. When this was announced, I was like, oh, fucking Edgar Wright's going to be back, is
Yeah,
what I
no,
thought.
I was super stoked. And then, yeah, this is for me. This is definitely like bottom tier of everything he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him to make a movie that I really give a shit about again.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Or just let him make a non-IP movie. I'd be fine with that too.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
That
most
was-
of his,
that's almost all of his movies, though.
Most of it is what's God. It's like 50-50 at this point now. I think.
Is it? It's just like that, or was Last Night in Soho based on something?
No, I guess it is just
yeah.
Scott
And Baby
Pilgrim in
Driver,
this
I
then.
thought was original.
No, it is.
Yeah.
No, you guys are right. Brain fart.
Yeah, all good, because I mean I get it.
But yeah,
It's like I see things all the time. I'm like, oh, this is interesting, based on the novel by. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah.
Based on the
that's why
novel
it's
Pushed by
interesting.
Sapphire.
But like Scott Pilgrim is like they announced that I was like, yeah, obviously he's a great choice
Right.
for Scott Pilgrim, and he
Yes.
was. I love Scott Pilgrim.
I do too.
But yeah, this like same thing. Is like they announced it. I was like, well, if anyone could do it well, it'd be Edgar Wright, and then we got what we got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, well.
Oh well.
So that's the
wow.
Running Man.
On to the next one.
Yeah, which
Oh yeah.
we
Did
talked
we
about,
decide?
and then we never actually
We never came
did it.
down on a.
So I'm happy with any of the ones you mentioned, Alex. I know
Let's-
we've got to get Perverse at some point.
All right, let's do Perverse Countess.
Okay.
Yeah, Edgar
Let's do
Wright's
it.
Perverse Countess.
Edgar Wright's Perverse Countess.
What if that's what he decided to do next?
I mean, I would still watch it.
The
Like,
news
the-
of Edgar Wright remaking a Jess Franco movie would be the like the most unlikely news of the other. And Romeo and
Oh my-
Michelle 2 was just announced today, and this would still be more unlikely than that.
Oh boy, yeah, because sequels made decades later have such a great track record for being good.
You know what, man? I don't give a shit. That's one. That's one that's like you want to give me more of this? I'll happily lap it up.
Don't get me wrong, I love Romeo and Michelle.
Yeah.
I would love for a sequel to come out and be good, but historically, I do not have a lot of reason, based on several examples, to believe that it will.
Yeah, I mean that's more than fair.
By all means, prove me wrong. Like, contrary to, I love being proven wrong about shit like that.
Yeah.
I love when I think something's gonna suck and it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
It is
I
much
think
better than the inverse of that.
Romeo and Michelle could be the Top Gun Maverick of Romeo and Michelle.
Yeah. Alan Cumming can take a break from filming the next season of The Traitors or whatever the hell he's doing.
He's going to be in the fucking next Avengers movie.
Oh yeah.
As
I saw
Nightcrawler.
you-
Crawler
Goddamn
again.
time.
He's a villain in something upcoming too, I think.
Are they recasting him as Loki from Son of the Mask? I'm just saying, if you're gonna go multiverse shit, that's the kind of dumb
That'd
shit
be fun.
idea I could get behind. If you're gonna
I-
keep doing
I've-
multiverse stuff.
I have never seen Son of the Mask. I did not know that that was a character in the movie or that he was that character in the movie. Yet I
Yep.
am his. Okay, so you only get to. I don't know how the IMDb known for top 4 is determined, but his make no sense because his top 4 on IMDb are The Anniversary Party, The Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas,
Yeah, The Great
Son of the
Gazoo.
Mask, and Goldeneye. One of those
Goldeneye,
4
I
is
get.
correct.
Yeah, that's
Goldeneye I love, but that, like, I wouldn't even go with that. No, Josie and the Pussycats. This is nonsense.
No, that's amazing. Not even like X-Men.
Or yeah,
is in
X-Men
place-
2.
X-Men 2 is not more popular of a film for Alan Cumming than The Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas, starring Kristen Johnson and I can't
Mark
remember
Addy.
who. Oh, yeah,
Mark
there you
Addy
go.
from Game of Thrones is Fred.
yeah.
And I
Oh,
believe
man.
Stephen Baldwin is Barney.
Stephen Baldwin is Barney. Oh, Jane Krakowski is Betty.
Okay, I was just about to ask because I know it's not O'Donnell.
Now I kind of
Jane-
want to watch this movie.
I have it sitting underneath the VHS copy of the first one. I might see
Taylor
a double-
Negron's in this movie. I miss Taylor Negron.
Love Taylor Negron. Might see there might be a double Flintstones in me and my wife's future.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
No.
Oh, he's in an upcoming show called Tiptoe. I think that's what I was thinking of.
Is it a TV version of the movie Tiptoe?
That's
No,
exactly
it's
where my
not.
mind went.
That was the first thing I thought too. I'm like, are we finally getting the justice
Oh,
that
God.
Tiptoes deserves? Will
Does,
we finally get the director's cut of Tiptoes someday?
Does Gary Oldman get hunted for sport in Tiptoes? Can we somehow justify it being on this podcast?
I mean, if we wanted to take a different themed sidetrack and just talk about the films of Matthew Bright, I think that would be more than worth doing.
Yeah.
You got Forbidden Zone, you got Freeway 1 and 2, you got
God, I do love Freeway.
you got Tiptoes, you got he co-wrote Shrunken Heads with Richard Elfman, and Elfman directed that one, and he co-wrote Modern Vampires with Richard Elfman, and Richard Elfman directed that one with Casper Van Dien.
I was gonna say, is that the one with the kid from Jerry Maguire? But that's the littlest vampire.
That's even kind of weirder. Have you seen Freeway 2 Confessions of a Trick Baby?
No, I have the 4K of it that,
Yeah.
that Vinegar
Oh,
Syndrome put
man.
out, but we've not sat down to watch it.
It is,
I need
yeah.
to.
You have constantly called it out, Alex.
Yeah, Freeway 2 Confessions of a Trick Baby is an all-timer for me. It is a movie truly unlike any other. Like, the first Freeway is also very, like, it has a very unique voice because that's kind of what Matthew Bright does, but it also does a lot of conventional movie things that make it easy to latch onto. The
Yeah.
second one does none of that.
Okay.
The second one is just an insane 86-minute ride or whatever the hell it is. And
You had me at it's under 90 minutes.
it's wild.
Like,
Pretty
speaking
sure it's
of
under 90.
like Freeway, the first one I got as, speaking of like Suncoast Video, I got it
Yeah.
as like a free DVD from Suncoast along with something else when I bought it. And I remember like trying to watch Freeway, back when I was like definitely not ready for it in high school. And I'm like, what is this?
Yep, I definitely watched it younger than I should have when it was on HBO.
I do have to correct myself. It's 97 minutes, not 87 minutes.
I mean, you can't call a movie Confession of a Trick Baby and not expect me to be curious.
Yeah, and that Trick Baby is Natasha Lyonne. So, like,
Hell yeah, it is.
And then he also I forgot he made Ted Bundy, the 2002 Bundy movie, which is good
Who's
in
Ted-
a lot of ways, but the weirdest choice is it kind of tries to make Bundy a sympathetic character, which is just an insane choice in a
That's a
movie
swing.
about Ted Bundy.
Who plays Ted Bundy in that one?
Michael Riley Burke. He's very good, actually. He was in The Collector, Contractions. He was in one episode of Deep Space Nine, it tells me.
Oh, there we go.
He's mostly a guy that was in one episode of a TV show.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh no, I'm thinking of John Robert Burke. That's why it sounded familiar.
Yeah. I
He's
see
good,
that-
but that's the thing. He's kind of like too good.
Matthew Bright also helped write this made-for-TV movie, After Different Strokes, When the Laughter Stopped.
Yes. Which I watched when it aired in 2000, even never having seen Different Strokes. I just loved the idea of a movie about the behind-the-scenes drama of a TV show.
Wild.
Yeah, Matthew Bright's got a wild filmography. I forgot that he wrote Gun Crazy too.
Is that the remake with Drew Barrymore?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys ever wanted to do a Matthew Bright podcast, I would be down. That would be great. But I understand that that's like a niche of a niche.
It is like,
We diverge for a month and we just do the most brightest podcast.
That's a great name. I'd be down.
Hell yeah.
I'd like try to find an way to email him or call him and like see if he has like a VHS of a work print of Tiptoes that he would mail me so I could see what he wanted Tiptoes to be.
That'd be pretty amazing.
That would be a true gift to, I think, all people, to see the director's original vision of Tiptoes.
Hell yeah.
Who owns Tiptoes?
Gary Oldman. He never wants it to see the light of day.
Oh my god, Studio Canal is one of the production studios.
Huh. Well, is it time to land this plane, boys?
Think
Yeah,
so.
or crash it into the network tower.
Yeah, do what those cowards
Also,
at
like
Paramount didn't have the balls to do.
the network, is that what it's called in the book? Dustin?
Yes, it's the network in the book as well.
Okay. It's just interesting because every time they were like, referencing the network. And so you saw like this big red N all over the place. I'm like, is this like a Netflix thing?
I think that was totally a Netflix dig.
It was like a happy
this
accident
was
they got to
another
work in.
bit of IMDb trivia that apparently Edgar Wright has been vocally irritated about the fact that Netflix spoiled the ending of, I think, is it Hot Fuzz? Is that what the thing says? Like spoiled the ending of Hot Fuzz in like, whatever clip of the movie they play when you start looking at Hot Fuzz.
Oh, that's obnoxious.
And the thinking was that was a specific dig at Netflix for fucking him in that way.
Wow. That
makes sense. Yeah, God, because that's such a
Oh, The
good
World's
turn.
End. It was The World's End.
Ah, okay.
not as egregious.
Yeah,
But,
but still a wild part to show.
blow the ending of that movie in the preview that you just like default see on Netflix.
Yeah, just show the part where Simon Pegg won't shut up about the Sisters of Mercy. That doesn't spoil anything.
No, and it gets all the Sisters of Mercy fans on board. The legions.
Exactly. But that movie is single-handedly responsible for my wife getting into fucking Floodland.
That's great.
That album rules. It is her getting into them has in turn gotten me way more into them.
That's awesome. All right, so is it next week we're gonna try to do this?
Let's do it in like 2 weeks. We'll do
Yeah,
okay.
that sounds
try
good.
to do a
I can do it
bi-weekly,
in 2
bi-monthly.
weeks.
Yeah.
We'll put it on the calendar after we get off the air, guys.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
But the Perverse Countess, Jess
Everyone's been
Franco,
waiting for it. People
Jesus
are clamoring.
Franco's the Perverse Countess.
Yeah. This might be my
the-
first Jess Franco.
It might actually be mine too.
Yeah. Like
No, I
I'm
watched
very
one recently for the first time.
Okay.
So
Yeah, like, I'm
he's
very-
the third Franco brother? Is that it? James and Dave?
Dave.
James definitely got a lot more from Jesus than
Then Dave.
than Dave did. Two wealthy aristocrats lure a virginal girl to a Spanish island for a night of sex, death, and cannibalism.
Hell yeah.
There are 2 cuts available. There is the so-called director's cut, which is 1 hour and 16 minutes, and then there is a hardcore cut that is 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, depending on which way you want to go, you guys have the option of which one to watch. I know which one I'll be watching, but you guys have your pick.
All right.
All right. So next week or next time, we're covering the Perverse Countess Justice's Gray Edition, or if you want to watch it in color, that's up to you. And so until that time, Dustin, where can people find more of you?
You can find me on Instagram at Dustin Meadows. I'm also on Letterboxd and Storygraph, which I've started using to track all my reading, which is a lot of fun. Also, dustinmeadows.bandcamp.com. I made a score for a fake Giallo earlier this year called Blue Swatting of the Mahogany Fly that I'm really proud of. And I also released an original score for the first Resident Evil game, which is over there. And then I have my monthly pop culture comedy horror show at Killer Fitness in Burbank on June 24th this month, Pop Culture Hell. So it's a free show. Come check that out.
Cool. All right, Alex, how about you?
I think just even though I haven't posted in a while, just letterboxd.com/Alex Brunel. That's probably the only place I want people to try to observe what I'm doing on the internet these days.
Yeah, that's the only place I ever do anything is on the internet is Letterboxd. So yeah, go check that out. Currently doing June Fonda.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah, and so until next time, stay alive and survive.